what we really focus on when we're putting together the show is what characters do we want to see and what storylines do we want to revolve around that kind of first and foremost involve like deeply personal questions and deeply personal kind of internal interrogations. Everyone kind of has what they're doing. They're ordering a cup of coffee, but while they're doing it, they are questioning the effects of their lineage and how that gets onto their mood and what that means about who they are. And you don't see any of that stuff in real life. And I think what's fun about a show is that you get to see all those moments before ordering the cup of coffee, and by the time you get to that cup, you see all that tension and you understand why someone is moving through the world in the way that they do. And so that's our first real priority. It's not really I don't view it through the lens so much of a ethnic or religious per se, like specifically like representation, because I think that to the point that you were making, it is kind of like uniquely specific. And I think it's also really important as as someone who's crafting characters that are Muslim, I have to kind of just think about them as individual characters. I don't really think about representing Muslims or Islam or anything like that, because that would almost be its own kind of odd frame, or it would almost be its own kind of like prejudice, because it's not a monolith. It's not a monolith looking in, and it's not a monolith on the inside. And so everyone kind of does it different, and everyone has a different view. And so these characters, I kind of made the decision really early on with the show to make sure that these are just the things that interest me personally. These are questions that are on my mind and the minds of the people that I work with and the writers that I work with. And it actually ends there, and then it's like, if you dig those questions and those are your questions, that's awesome. And you're going to kind of see that. And we hope that they're human enough that, it doesn't really matter how you view yourself. You probably asked some of the questions of yourself.